stand for the pledge.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let's have a roll call.
Yeah.
Mayor Hassel.
Here.
Alderman Smith. Alderwoman Johnson. Here. Alderman Donovan.
Here.
Alderman Jokers.
Here.
Alderman Eidman.
Here.
Alderman Rainey.
Here.
Alderman Prince. Alderwoman Armbruster. Mayor, we have a quorum.
Very good. Thank you. Move for approval of the agenda.
Move approval. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. I have a presentation tonight, so I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
And this is going to be for Don. You can sit there, Don, while I read this, then I'll bring you up. But in our presentation, a proclamation in the office of the mayor of the city of St. Genevieve. In 1991, Don Pritchard moved to St. Genevieve and became a member of the first cable board of Channel 7. And in 1994, the St. Genevieve Public Television Channel 7 was officially launched. And in October of 95, Mr. Pritchard became the second manager of St. Genevieve Public Television after stepping down as a board member. And Mr. Pritchard has worked alongside many volunteers who believe in the importance of the public access television. And Mr. Pritchard saw the change in cable channels from Channel 7-98 to 990-991 and continue to provide local television programs and information. Whereas Mr. Pritchard has worked long hours providing visual records of many events of St. Genevieve for the viewers of St. Genevieve Public Television to enjoy, including city meetings, school board meetings, school events, parades, public forums, church services, community events, such as the community fair and jour de fete. Now therefore, be it proclaimed that the Mayor and Board of Aldermen hereby recognize Don Pritchard for his dedication and many years of service to the residents of the city of St. Genevieve upon the occasion of his retirement with the St. Genevieve Community Access Television Station. In testimony whereof, I have hereunto set my hand and caused to be affixed the seal of the city of St. Genevieve, Missouri, this 8th day of July of 2021. Congratulations, Don. Just a small token of deep gratification, Don. Thank you for your service to this town and the community and what you've done. I appreciate it. Hang on. Wait a minute. Thank you, my man.
Okay, I appreciate it. It's been a wonderful 25 years.
25 years.
Wow. Hard to believe it's almost over. I've got to work at the radio station for another several years.
Well, yeah.
Couldn't afford to retire completely, but this is a start. Thank you, Jerry. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Let's see.
I remember when he was about this high when I first started.
He's still that tall.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to shake hands with Eric. I'm not, this is the first time we've met.
Oh.
Can you believe that?
Thank you, COVID.
Yeah.
Thank you, Happy.
Thank you, Don.
You made me so very
Oh,
happy.
See you later. That takes us to our city administrator's report.
You have my updated version at your seats. 3 items to talk about that I didn't have on the first version of it. Missouri is among the 12 states that have not asked for the ARPA funds to be distributed yet to the state. They're still working on paperwork and what they want to do, so we're waiting for that distribution to happen. We have sent in 2 forms that were made available by the Treasury, so they have those on file. Water Sewer Contract Operator Committee will be meeting one more time with Alliance, and then we'll bring a proposal to the board for a work session to discuss. We're going to try to meet with them next week. We'll see if that works, and then we'll do a work session at the last meeting in July. And the sales tax report arrived today. Revenue is down from 2019 and 2020 for the June distribution. 2020, not surprising, we're lower than that because of COVID. 2019 slightly off, but we are ahead for the year so far about 2%, which is good. The use tax is down. We're about 19% less than last year, and then 1% less than 2019. So that's not too far off, but it's still, you know, you can tell people are now going back to stores and getting their stuff instead of buying online. Any questions about any of the other stuff on there? Okay.
Very good.
Thank you.
Takes us to our staff reports. Kenny?
Probably the biggest thing we're talking tonight about is the progress on the painting. I had a meeting on Friday with the painter and some prospective blasters, and they looked at it, and the painter explained what he needed done, so they had a good idea what they were bidding on. And we had 2 out of, I think there was 7 emails, or 7 in the email I sent out asking for people to come to a mandatory meeting so that we knew what was going on. We had 2 show up, and the bids are due in tomorrow for that. So I should know what the price is going to be for the blasting on tomorrow's date. Talking to the painter, they have a project going across the street, and once they get that done, they're using a lift there, so they're just going to transfer everything across and bring it over to us. So I anticipate starting probably mid to late July, first part of August. And we've got several things going on with the grants. I've got most of the Wholesome grants money spent. I've got a little bit left on one of those. I haven't received the check yet, but we did get notification. We got 2,000 of the 6,500 I requested for COVID supplies. So we'll be getting another AED and another jump bag for EMS responses. And I've heard on the Homeland Security grant, the one they did for radios, that there was only 5 applicants. So we stand a real good chance of at least getting some of that money too. I haven't heard anything for sure when they're gonna give that out yet, but. Any questions?
Very good.
Thank you, Kat. Thank you.
Okay.
Mr. Bova? Looks like you'll be pretty busy tonight. You'll be pretty busy tonight.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah, my report there. It was a busy month. We had the Heritage Commission there. You can see they approved 4 certificates. And then we had some administrative approvals. Building permits were higher than normal, but it's good. 15 building permits there. And then planning and zoning, though it's summarized short there, it was a busy month. We had a lot going on, and pretty much most of the agenda this evening. So, and then down under property maintenance, you can see pretty normal numbers there. So, taking care of those. And Jean's been busy with inspections. That's about it, though. Any questions?
Enjoying that?
What's that?
Is he enjoying it so far?
I think he is.
He seems to be. I've been in it a couple of times.
He is, and he's helping me out with nuisances once in a while also, so he's on the ball. All right, thank you.
David.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Hi, Gary, how are you?
I'm wonderful, and you? I got my report. We did some sweeping, patched potholes, and we've mowed and weed eat, of course. We finished moving the file cabinets to the basement and the furniture to the police garage for the remodel. We got the new installed on the tube at the dog park. We did the ditch from Center Drive to St. Genevieve Drive there by Subway. Cut up and removed brush from a tree on a buyout property. We painted a gazebo on Main and Merchant, not Market. Cut up part of a tree in the park, put up some signs, and patched Point Base and Parkwood drives.
Thank you, by the way.
I needed it.
Appreciate it.
That's good.
Had several comments, Larry, or Gary, about the weeds down along the creek by the Bowes Boston property are getting like, any plans there? Or
That's Judafet property.
the creek is?
Creek banks?
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
We'll send them a letter.
Good job. What
Yeah,
about that, that ditch between Center Drive and 61? That took a day or two, didn't it?
Yeah,
I would have guessed so.
yeah,
And that terrain in there is tough, ain't it?
yep, a lot of rip rap and,
Yeah. That's the way that's all you can do.
and it.
Well, yes, yeah, it goes by.
Thank you, Gary. Okay, are there any committee reports? Any public comments? Moving right along to the consent agenda.
Move approval, Mayor.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Takes us to our public hearings at 6:10. The mayor and the board of the city of St. Genevieve, Missouri will hold a public hearing to consider the rezoning of Lot 1B subdivision of Lot 1 of the replat of Highway 32 Industrial Park from a 1-1 light industrial district to a C1 general commercial district. Sir?
That's an I-1.
I'm sorry, I-1, yes. Should have put my glasses on.
It's hard to see that.
Yeah, that's all
Is there any questions? Cut and dry.
right.
We'll close that public hearing at 6:11. It went.
Slow down.
I like
Slow
it.
down.
My goodness.
Good, yeah.
All right. So at 6:11, we'll start another public hearing. To consider a request from Dwayne Doza for a special use permit to allow expansion of existing special use permit at 590 St. Genevieve Drive. The expansion is to allow the auto body shop and paint booth use to expand into a newly constructed building on the same property. The property is currently located in a C1 general commercial district.
Mr. Dozo applied to basically expand current special use permit. He's getting busier than he has been, which is a good problem to have, and needs a new building. In conversation with Mark about a month ago, he does have a special use permit, but it's for the current buildings that are there. This is a new building, so we're going to expand that use into a new building. That's the gist of it. There are some stipulations with the special use permit that you have there in front of you that basically mirror the ones from the previous special use permit. So,
Any concerns brought up at the planning and zoning?
no concerns at planning and zoning. One phone call from a neighbor who just had a question about where the building would sit and then was happy to see it occurring. That was Rhodes next door. And then nothing else at planning and zoning.
Great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good deal.
Any other questions? Close that public hearing at 6:12. All right. But at 6:12, we'll open another one,
There you go.
okay? So, the mayor and the board of aldermen of St. Genevieve will hold a public hearing to consider requests from Jason and Ashley Stackel for a special use permit to operate a guest lodging room at 974 Market Street in a R2 general residential district.
Mr. and Mrs. Staglow have been through this before. They have some other VRBOs or Airbnbs around town, and stated at the planning and zoning meeting that they are doing very well and see a need for more, have done a good job so far. So this is next door to an existing one that they have already down here on Market Street. It'll be a complete single-family residence changed over to guest lodging, and the same stipulations and conditions that are on the other special use permits that he has.
This is for the entire building, right?
Correct.
Right.
Surely somebody's got a question.
Who's got a question?
I don't have a question.
Well, if that's the case, at 6:13, we'll close the last one.
I was trying to think of one, I just couldn't.
You're doing great, Mayor.
There is no old business, so we'll take us right on into new business. You all ready?
Ready.
Okay, a lot of work in new business. So, bill number 4438, an ordinance accepting and approving the subdivision plat of the subdivision of Lot 1 of the replat of Highway 32 Industrial Park north side of Progress Parkway.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Motion for a second reading?
Second.
All in favor of that?
Aye.
This takes us to second reading of bill number 4438, an ordinance accepting and approving the subdivision plat of the subdivision of Lot 1 of the replat of Highway 32 Industrial Park, north side of Progress Parkway.
Move approval.
Second.
Have a roll call, please.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
Alderman Donovan.
Yes.
Alderman Jokers.
Yes.
Alderman Eidman.
Yes.
Alderman Rainey.
Yes.
5 yes, 0 no's, 3 absent. Bill number 4438 now becomes ordinance 4358.
Thank you. Takes us to the first reading of bill number 4439, an ordinance accepting and approving the subdivision plat of the subdivision of Lot B of the subdivision of Lot 2 of the replat of Highway 32 Industrial Park, south side of Progress Parkway.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Motion for a second reading?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Second reading of bill number 4439, an ordinance accepting and approving the subdivision plat of the subdivision of Lot B of the subdivision of Lot 2 of the replat of Highway 32 Industrial Park, south side of Progress Parkway.
Move approval.
Second?
Have a roll call, please.
Alderman Rainey.
Yes.
Alderman Eidman.
Yes.
Alderman Jokers.
Yes.
Alderman Donovan.
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
5 yes, 0 no's, 3 absent. Bill number 4439 now becomes ordinance 4359.
Thank you. Takes us to bill number 4440, first reading, an ordinance approving a zone change from an I-1 light industrial zoning district to a C-1 general commercial zoning district for Lot 1B subdivision of Lot 1 of the replat of Highway 32 Industrial Park.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Motion for a second reading?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Second reading of bill number 4440, an ordinance approving a zone change from an I-1 light industrial zoning district to a C-1 general commercial zoning district for Lot 1B subdivision of Lot 1 of the replat of Highway 32 Industrial Park.
Motion approved.
Second?
Have a roll call, please.
Alderman Jokers.
Yes.
Alderman Donovan.
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
Alderman Rainey.
Yes.
Alderman Eidman.
Yes.
5 yes, 0 no's, 3 absent. Bill number 4440 now becomes ordinance 4360.
Thank you. Takes us to bill number 4441, the first reading, an ordinance of the Board of Aldermen approving a special use permit for Dwayne Doza of Dwayne Doza Auto Body and Auto Sales to allow expansion of existing special use permit, allowing the addition of a new building on the property located at 590 St. Genevieve Drive.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Takes us to bill number 4442, an ordinance approving a special use permit for Jason and Ashley Stackle that will allow guest lodging at 974 Market Street.
Motion to approve?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion for a second reading?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
For second reading of bill number 4442, an ordinance approving a special use permit for Jason and Ashley Stackle that will allow guest lodging at 974 Market Street.
Motion to approve.
Second?
Have a roll call, please.
Alderman Eidman.
Yes.
Alderman Rainey.
Yes.
Alderman Jokers.
Yes.
Alderwoman Johnson.
Yes.
Alderman Donovan.
Yes.
5 yes, 0 no's, 3 absent. Bill number 4442 now becomes ordinance 4361.
Thank you. Is there any other business? Anything we need to communicate? If that's the case and there is no other business, I'll call this meeting adjourned.
Good job.
Yeah, that's why. He didn't request it, so.
You were absolutely right.
I was wondering that too.
Southeast Missouri. Trail of Tears goes home.
This is the proclamation that we wrote and got passed by the state legislature and was presented recently to the Trail of Tears. Now that Farmington is officially part of you guys with the other Trail of Tears. So I really want to thank you all very, very much for all your assistance on this.
A while back, y'all approved this legwork that started in
Yeah.
Trail of Tears and the Plank Road, it ends in St. Genevieve. So
It does. And this is our official sign that Robert Mueller created, but in honor of Robert, we've changed our colors so that we know that St. Genevieve is our destination. So he's green with white, we're white with green. But I just cannot thank you all enough. I was saying to the mayor, I found Tom Sock. It took a while, but I did find it, and I went to the top of the mountain. I looked at all of those mountains, and you know what's on top of that mountain? The Plank Road. They said the Plank Road goes this way, and the Trail of Tears goes this way.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so when you go up there, it's all laid out, and I said, who would have thought that my idea would be on top of Tom's song?
Yeah.
You guys have I have to thank you so much. We have been going through our schedule with the various cities. Is there a little calendar under there? But anyway, we have been going, the various cities that we're working with have been having their different celebrations for the bicentennial. This weekend, you are invited to Caledonia. Caledonia has a full slate of events happening. So I've been running around. If I'm not finding Tom Salk, then we're attending all these different, county meetings or city meetings. So come and join us anytime. It's a pleasure doing business with St. Genevieve, and I look forward to many more things.
I think in August, Bob said we're going to celebrate the bicentennial here, I think around
Yes.
August the 10th.
That's
So,
what I understand.
yeah.
So Farmington did theirs, now
Yeah.
Caledonia, we've been going around Ironton, Arcadia, Pilot Knob. It's just been incredible in terms of all the different activities. And I want to thank you for holding that first meeting here. And then we're just doing our thing.
Very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Picture. Oh, yeah. Oh.
You gonna need that? Are you on both?
Yeah, let's do both.
Great.
Here, you get on that side here.
Just get rid of that stuff.
This way.
He's a big guy.
Yeah. Okay, I'll do two. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks again.
Mind if I sit in a little bit?
Well, we're done. They're going on the road now.
You're on the road, you're done?
Yeah.
You guys are so
We
fast.
had a very quick
We gotta
meeting,
learn
thanks
Yeah.
to the expediter.
Then I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you all very much. You are a delight to work with. Keep the good work going. Thank you. Okay. See you later.
Bye-bye. I guess Mark signed everything.
Great night.
Yes.
Yeah, might as well, yeah.
Oh, boy.
As you know, she is the former.
So here's what we're gonna do. We've got two vehicles to go in, mine and David's. So we're gonna split up, whoever you wanna ride with.
What about
Whoever-
the trolley? I thought you were going to get the trolley. I told you to get the trolley. Loaded with refreshments.
Loaded with refreshments.
Yeah.
And that I knew better than to do. So we'll meet outside. We've got the two cars sitting side by side. We'll group up. We're gonna go to the sewer plant first, street plant, then we'll go to the, I'm sorry, water plant, street plant, or street shed, then we'll go to the sewer plant, and then we'll hit the water sewer maintenance shed. So we're getting about half of what our buildings are, and then we'll cover the other half later. This will take about 2 hours, 40 minutes roughly at each spot, and 5 minutes to get back and forth.
The mayor can do better than that.
Mayor's going on vacation. I'm on vacation. I'm going
You
to
ain't
restart
coming
it.
with us?
I've been everywhere. I've been through the places, so enjoy.
Hey, keep him in mind.
I've been there too.
You're welcome.
Happy is in charge.
So it's,